Okay, recording has started.
I'm the music. It's not Indiana Jones, because I know another song right now.
That count. That's pretty much. You're gonna get content ID'd, man. That was too perfect.
Yes, my singing is so good, we're gonna get a strike for that.
Welcome to Die Dragon Die presents Flotsam and Jetsam Season 3, Episode 2. I'm your host, Adam is DM, Marcus fellow player. How's everyone doing on this fine Friday? It's a Friday game. It's an odd thing.
My wife is out of the country right now. She'll be back in a bit.
That's why we're playing on a Friday evening.
Yes. Also, I didn't shave. I just look dirty. No, I've things are going well. House is a little bit chaotic. I watched a couple of movies. The King Kong Skull Island was fantastic. Like, it's a phenomenal film. I missed it for whatever reason I didn't watch it. That one's great. Samuel Jackson can't really act his way out of a pepper bag. He just knows how to kind of yell.
Franchises where another one comes out and I kind of think they're still talking about the older one for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I didn't know that.
It's like, oh, Spider-Man, like again, like the Joker movie, the Joker Je ne sais quoi or whatever it is. It's like, I'm like, are they still talking about that last one? Maybe it's an award season. No, it's a whole different movie. I still haven't seen it, but
so. That movie is great. The visuals, the director of photography gets all the kudos for, like, there's a bunch of really cool shots. It just looks great. The soundtrack, it's in the 70s, set in the 70s. So it's like Creedence Clearwater Revival, and it's just like, yay, all the Vietnam music. Like, it's a good time. The Killing Game, or Killer's Game, with Batista and Terry Crews is god awful. Like, it is actually bad. And then I watched Becky, which is it has the record for the lowest box office movie ever. For because it was released like the week of the shutdown for COVID.
I think it has a sequel too.
So I started watching The Wrath of Becky, and I was like, this seems pretty good. And then they said they did like a flashback to like when you last saw me, and it's got Kevin James, the comedian, playing like a very horrible villain in a low budget, like it's low budget John Wick Home Alone. Kevin James plays like a very bad man who you want bad things to happen to. Who's got
why? Okay, this sounds familiar all of a sudden.
A very bad man who is a believer in the Austrian painter guy. Like,
okay.
Yeah, so he's a very bad man. All the bad things that happen, you're like, get him.
Good.
And it's actually done really well. Where it's like, no, that 14-year-old man, that 14-year-old girl just murdered that man. The 14-year-old girl with the cane corso, where they're all like, just give me the thing, I don't want to hurt you, and then she's like, I got a shiv. It's quite a good film. I had a lot of fun watching it.
Mark, what have you been up to?
I realized that last year I only bought one AAA game in the entire year. So I decided to treat myself yesterday, and I bought Sniper Elite Resistance.
You've been shooting Nazis in the balls?
Yes. Yeah, in the balls. I'm going for eye shots if they're undercover, if they got cover. I'm very, very sneaky. I sneak up with a knife, and I stab them in the face. It's been great.
I've been playing some different games recently, too. I finished Flint, Treasure of Oblivion. It's like a Baldur's Gate kind of piratey thing. It is very, very linear. There's not much choice. It's more of a tactical kind of turn-based fighting game, would be the way I describe it. and it feels like they had great ambitions for the game, but didn't have enough time. Like 10 hours is not enough for.
That's not a big game.
And it was a little clunky, but the combat was okay. It had a really interesting dice mechanic. I'm not going to say we should adopt that for D&D, but for a tactical game, almost like a board game, it might be okay.
Yep.
It is a pirate themed. There are some interesting visuals and stuff like that. Like if I was the DM of the pirate campaign, I would borrow some stuff from there, which I'm going to borrow for a different thing. Like it gave me some nice.
There's some cool ideas. Yeah.
Yep.
Then
I moved to Old World, which is a nice blend of Civilization meets Crusader Kings. Like a slightly more simplified Civilization, and then Crusader Kings is where you're managing and kind of interacting with like all the nobles in your kingdom. It's actually not bad. Like I'm enjoying that more than going on to Civ 6. So yeah, I'm playing Old World right now. It does not have the shelf life. It does not have the shelf life. I could see how I will eventually get bored of it, but for now, like, yeah, it's got my time.
I did finally finish Red Dead 2 over the weekend.
Did you get the good ending or the bad ending?
I am a saint. I got the saint ending. The game was really like, I liked the last few chapters of the game a lot, partly because you can start to do good things.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't
actually in the last chapter, like it really encourages you to do good things.
Right, but where it's like, you know, where you're helping people and you're like, because my big complaint with the game is I'm rolling around with infinite money. I've got $10,000 or whatever, and nothing costs more than $100. And they're like, no, I'm going to beat up this family and this guy who's got the black lung, and be like, no, beat him up and take his $15. Right?
Well, now you have $10,000 and $15.
And I got $10,015. Capitalism. No, it's
Adam. That's how you got that $10,000.
No, I got the $10,000 by going to all the treasure maps and finding all the gold bars. No, it's just the back half of the game, and then when you start the epilogue, I really enjoyed the epilogue. Like I would have liked the game of the epilogue. Where, where you're not a criminal, you're just like, I'm going to play cowboy. I'm going to, like, I spent way too much time, like, milking my cows and feeding my chickens. You know,
playing Farm Simulator. Okay.
I played some, so I can understand where people really enjoy. Like, it was so hard to start, but it was a really good game at the end. It made me happy.
I almost, when I got to the epilogue, I almost regretted that I had finished all the hunting by that point.
Well, this was a thing where it's like, I saved all the gold bars and stuff because I completed everything, and then I got to the epilogue, and I couldn't just go and finish the freaking quest and get a bunch of money because you're poor again in the epilogue. Yeah. They take away all your stuff in the epilogue. You have to get, and then the chapter about fake Cuba is stupid. There's a section where it is a stupid section of filler nonsense. That's stupid.
They need an excuse for them to be gone for a while.
That
they could have done better. I agree.
That is poopy butt. There's like it is my favorite game. I want to criticize really hard. Like
I would have preferred that a bunch of them got arrested. That group got arrested.
Yep.
Were sent to prison awaiting trial. And it was like, okay, it was a prison break. That would have been freaking awesome.
That would have been way better than the revolution, the island revolution. And then one thing that, like, most of the levels or missions are too Rockstar style. I murdered half of the United States by the end of that game. Like, I killed everybody. They'll be like, oh, I'm going to steal this thing from this gang leader. Well, apparently, like the whatever brothers in the hills, the inbred yokels of the hills, I killed 150 people to get one person back, and then they're back again later with another 100 people to shoot. Like, how fast are they going?
So it's a level universe, is basically what you're saying.
Well, it's a level universe, and there's no like population limits, though. Like,
no.
They're like goblins, right?
Yeah.
The bad guys are like goblins, where they're just like, no, they're just somewhere. There's a factory, and they just sort of appear.
just keep popping out. Yep. Yeah.
All right, we'll do a recap what happened last game. Last game was Turtle and a full shell. The Happy Barnacle set sail in search for their quarry, a former Ebon Chain ship called the Hateful Scorn. En route, the Happy Barnacle is attacked by angelic agents of the Dolphin Goddess. With a storm on the horizon, the Happy Barnacle makes port outside the leisure town of Opara. And I think there was an away team sent up to the pleasure houses that were outside of the port town. And then I think there's a scene where Molgromere is going to... Before he left, he went back and talked to Grimsby to give the heroes their real orders, the ones at least that stayed behind.
And those orders are get the crew,
Yeah.
take that ship, and everyone is out in the bay to avoid the storm.
Which ship? The fancy one, the fancy sails, or the piece of shit?
Why would I want a piece of shit?
Well, we're getting the bonus if we sink the piece of shit.
No, we want the fancy one.
It's worth more than the bonus.
Yes, it is.
I think it's worth more than the fucking sorcerers, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, the market price of the Rosa de Senhora is 30 grand. That's not counting any of their upgrades and cannons and shit. Cannons, dude. If they have cannons, we'll take their cannons.
If they had cannons, yes, we will take their cannons for sure.
Who's with Grimsby and?
Well, so on the Happy Barnacle, it's so the people that are remaining are Grimsby, Ganzorig, Siren, Sodok, Sunwoo, Corinne, Lee, Rose, and Daedalus. So some of these, in fact, the people you left behind aren't necessarily the most like. These people haven't defended us in the slightest. Let's kill them all. Daedalus will do that for you. He will mourn the killing part.
So you're just giving the orders to Grimsby?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So Molgromere left.
All right. Well,
who's Grimsby pulling in to make his council?
For fuck's sake. Gren, can you go count how many beans we have left? It's called inventory. I need to know how many beans we got, though. True. So not Corinne. No. I think we need Ganzorig for sure. Ganzorig, get your ass down here.
Oh, what do you want there, Stinky?
Wow. We got ourselves a secret mission.
This isn't.
We're gonna get Siren. Get in here.
What? Why am I listening to you? And you still stink?
Because I am so kindly and smell of the manly musket pickles.
Oh, he does smell like brine.
Yeah. Well, and we're at sea, and brine is half seawater. So basically, I'm camouflaged.
No, but if you sniff really close, you can smell the stench underneath the brine.
Oh, he's lifting up his beard and pointing at his neck. Give me a sniff. Come on, give me a sniff.
No.
I'll take your word for
it. he smiles way too wide, where like the big cool fangs come out.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So the captain has given us a special order.
Oh, I know you were not supposed to look at the boats.
No. We need to find a way Siren, I'm looking for you to find a way to create an incident which would give us just cause to mount a fancy boat and eject its current passengers. And then take the boat for our own, expanded the fleet, good to the pirates, all hail Harrigan, whatever the fuck.
Oh, all right.
But we got a bunch of bleeding assholes here, so if we could do it in a way where we could blame them for it, would be the right way to do it. So, we could, like, bump into each other in the storm or something.
I think if we set anchor close enough to them before the storm, we might be able to have something happen.
I know. Nobody tell the bleeding hurts.
Okay, what do you want, Joe?
We keep an eye on the fancy ship to see if they're doing nothing, and I want to know how many people they got and what kind of weapons they got, and if they got anybody who's going to blow us up. Fancy hats or fancy sticks or...
Well, we just go over there and knock them out and throw them overboard.
Right, we're going to do that. Once we're not at the harbor here. Once we're out at the sea and under the cover of the storm.
Okay.
Nobody's seen it happening.
What about the other boat? Isn't that what we're here for?
Well, we'll get to it. It's on the list.
We want to save all those people that are in the galley.
Well, then won't they be happy when they can ride in a nice, beautiful new speedboat? They'll go so fast, they'll be so happy. So happy going so fast without having to row, without needing Daedalus to whip them to get them back to... Yeah, we'll rescue them, but then Daedalus is going to whip them until we get to wherever we're going.
You see, it's practically an act of charity.
Okay. Well, can you know that spell that made the big whirlpool when the dolphins attacked? Do you think Sodak's got that spell?
This is a good fucking question. Sodak's not very smart. Do you know? It was control water.
Control water. Yep, we could make their boat have an extremely hard time in the
storm.
In the storm. Not that a whirlpool is like a Katie rubbing her fingers in the water, right? Like, because it's like water should be there, but there's like a hole.
I don't think that's how it works. No.
No.
No, are you telling me that a Katie fiddles the Stitia's nips from the sky?
Well, kind of like his butthole, yes.
Or same thing, really.
You
usually got to pay for that sort of
thing. Is Siren a follower of Astitia?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's got this boyish grin like he knows he's egging you a bit.
And here you are acting like the two don't get along.
It's not a bad idea. I don't know that spell. I don't really like the water.
You've picked an unfortunate profession then.
We didn't get picked. Harrigan. We got sold to Harrigan, I think.
The fates picked it for us.
Yeah. So he's narrow. Orc lover is what he says to you in Acunian.
I don't know what you said, but it sounded rude.
Saying he's a traitor and he left my nose behind. He dismisses the illusion. You left it to go to the bottom of the sea.
No.
Imagine how gross it will be when I get a cold.
You're just lucky.
I'll sneeze and it'll spray everybody.
You're just lucky that we beat the crap out of those undead things, or you'd be serving the dead man's lament.
Dead man kiss my eyes. Wonder where that thing is anyway.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Sun Wu's got a piece of it. He might be able to track it.
Maybe we could use that to distract him if we need to. All right. So we understand. Keep an eye out for what we got going on there. Also, if you can see and count from the other ship, don't make it too obvious.
So what's the distraction?
Oh, a big fucking storm.
With a big whirlpool. Okay.
With a big whirlpool. Yeah, there's a storm. Oh my God, whirlpool. Oh, they're like, help me, we're sinking. And we helped them. And oh no, they fell overboard.
And if they don't ask for help, we're going to give them our help anyways.
Oh no, they're sinking. We need to help them. Oh no, they fell overboard. And I mean, if we could convince them, we could probably, we should probably, you know what we should probably do is we should probably make certain that the motherfuckers don't get away. So we should encourage their boat to have a failure during potentially the storm.
Or we capture them, and then we approach the Hateful Scorn to sell slaves to them, which gets us close to the Hateful Scorn, and then we fuck them too.
Yeah, fucking for everybody.
You have a devious mind, Zorg.
Oh, it's just to get close enough to fire arrows, right?
These Zakunian, they're as devious as they come. They run around and shoot their arrows and whoo, I'm wolf, that sort of thing.
We've been fighting orcs for like a generation.
There's a lot of fucking orcs out there. It says the guy whose race was conquered.
Yeah.
Conquered by...
Yeah, we could be crafty like the wind.
The wind does a lot of thinking, does it?
Yeah, someone else is going to have to lead that one. I'm not really good at that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Rose is a pretty good liar. You don't want to play poker with him.
Yeah, that's probably right. I mean, I bet if I give him a kiss, he'd just sort of wait there, and then I could just take his money and call it a day.
You're not allowed to put your mouth on anyone here.
Ever.
All right, so have we come to an accord of a stratagem in the name of the Captain Molgromere and his blessed land?
Okay, but we can't tell any other guys because they've been given different orders, right?
Well, it'll happen when it happens.
Okay. How are we gonna pilot the boat?
We got Siren here. She can pilot a boat. Do you mean when we get the new boat?
Yes. I assume.
Well,
we need. Gunzorg's got some ranks. He's actually lying when he says he doesn't like the water. He took water as his favorite terrain, and he has a plus 15 profession sailing. So
well,
he's gonna think about the sailing ship and.
Yep.
What did we say the crew size was?
It's actually really small. I believe it's 8.
Crew of 8. Okay, we could get 8 guys over there.
Well,
we could spare 8 guys. We could spare, I don't know, part of the original crew. Maybe someone to look after them. He's like squinty eyed looking at you. You're just trying to be a captain, aren't you, Ghoulhead?
Of course not. Our mighty Admiral Molgromere.
Wait, if Molgromere becomes the admiral, does that mean he has to give up his boat? Do admirals have boats?
Yeah, they got the big fucking boat, the frigate or whatever the fuck.
Yes, they're usually the ones with the biggest, or at least the fanciest boats.
Oh, so an admiral is like a special captain that commands other captains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but for water.
So Harrigan's our admiral?
Well, Grand Admiral,
Yeah,
Super Admiral, or...
Oh, okay, we don't listen to him anyways. Okay, that's fine.
Grimsby shrugs.
That is about how you follow Molgromere's orders. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure when he's around, we listen to him. We're fucking pirates. What can he possibly expect out of us?
Okay, so we take their boat.
He has mentioned it's not much.
You realize Karen might get uppity with there being slaves on the other boat.
Well, right, which means that when it comes time for Rose to help Shiguder him, Karen can go with him. Feel all good about himself, all high and mighty, with his long legs and his big hat.
Okay, I'll go talk to
Look at
Sodak.
me, I got hair and it's not full of nuts.
Sodak to help him pray for his spells.
Yeah. Control. He's not very good at it. Didn't control water. Just ask his God for control into the waters.
Yeah, he's a 8th level cleric. He should have that.
I think he's an 8th level cleric with no ranks in spellcraft.
Yeah, it's on his list. And so is wood shape as a domain spell. So we can have some
and crafting things is very much in his wheelhouse.
kind of if he has the right circlet on.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, he's not very. I mean, he's a turtle. He's a turtle.
He's really good at making firearms on his own.
Cool.
And he has been, with the help of the circlets, he has been crafting armor as of late. He's 1 day away from finishing the mithril chain shirt for Chum Chum.
Yay for Chum Chum.
All right. And does Sodak have wood shape prepared? Like
he has wood shape prepared. He doesn't have control water prepared.
Well, that means that you could try to sabotage the Hateful Scorn with this day's allotment of spells because you have the spell prepared.
Yeah, Ganzar will go talk to him and then come back and tell Grimsby and Siren what he's got prepared for today.
Okay.
How long is this storm supposed to last? We could fuck up the rudder of the
Grimsby's trying to tap his nose, but his finger goes all the way through, so he's just it's like flicking through the illusion.
What are you pointing at?
My missing nose.
Okay.
It's a flicking it straight.
Some fish probably ate it by now.
Well, I hope it gave him indigestion.
Probably.
Or there's a ghoul barracuda out there.
I want that even more.
It's just a swarm of ghoulish piranhas. They're really, really hungry.
They're really, really hungry. Oh, the paralysis save is only like 14. That's still a problem.
Oh, you got away. You have ghoul fever now. I gotta shut up, Mark. I gotta shut up.
All right.
We are going back to that island at some point.
Yeah, it's on our list of things to do to get the to get that cannon. It's gonna cost us. I was doing some math.
Arming the vessel costs a lot of money.
Oh my god, the vessel cost is like 10 grand. It's all the upgrades, and then the cannons are where all the money is on a boat. So if Sun Wu crafted all the cannons, so this is 1/3 market price. Where are my notes here? 24 masterwork cannons crafted by us would be 24 times 2,100 gold pieces.
How many cannons on this luxury ship?
It would be 50 grand for us to make 24 cannons to fully arm our boat. So, and then I don't know if I like the ship's cannons. They're good enough for now. I think we want proper big cannons. The ship cannons are... It's almost like we would need 2 crews of just people to fire the cannons by having 48 ship cannons.
Yeah,
like they're just too small. We could go really big, but then we have less attack rolls, and the optimal dice for number of people is probably going with just regular ass cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many cannons are on these boats, or like what are the siege weapons on these boats? Can we tell, or?
Are you? Yeah, give me a perception check for Ganzorig, as he's now spying on the boats. Also, give me a stealth check for Ganzorig. He could use a bluff if you prefer.
Nope. So he has a quick look at the boats. His stealth is 36, and his perception is 27.
Okay. The pleasure vessel.
Yep.
Has it would be 8 weapon bays.
But they're all closed.
They're all closed.
4 on either side.
Yes.
Okay. And what about the galley or the Hateful Scorn?
The Hateful Scorn. Give me a second.
So there could be 8 cannons there. I mean, it's still a lot of money.
So the Hateful Scorn has a huge ballista.
Huh.
In addition to, and theirs are actually visible.
Yeah, it's on deck.
It's on deck. So there's a very large ballista, and then it would be 20 large ballistas.
Wow.
Give me what is the total for Genzorg's perception?
27.
27. It looks like they also have like a lot of grappling hooks and rope.
Okay. They like to board or pull alongside. Interesting. Both of these ships have teeth, is what we're going to report back to Grimsby.
I got teeth too.
Oh. I hate you so much.
Don't worry, we're friends from work.
He's saying it with a big grin on his face, but it's like no matter how friendly you are to a ghoul, it's just something about
You can't let your guard all the way down.
Right.
Like it's...
both of them have teeth. 10 ballistas is not too bad. That big one in the middle, that could hurt somebody. Four cannons per side on the little vessel. It's probably not going to stop us unless they do something special.
Well, I mean, they got really fancy sails.
Yeah. It's too bad we don't have lots of cannons on our side. This boat would be ferocious with...
Well, maybe if Sodak wasn't such a lazy prick.
Someone said about something about cannons being too big to make inside rope tricks.
Well, then maybe they can sail the boat like the rest of us.
Oh, he's still fixing it.
That's true.
Is he fixing it, or is that just what he's saying?
No, we have.
You had a mast. There was one of your masts.
Oh yeah, from the
So the
mutant angel turtles.
The mutant angel turtles stop your vessel very dramatically.
Snap their masts, like, Our boat's constantly getting injured or broken. There's so many of the time tracker. Repair boat, repair mast.
It's like a house.
Every
on water.
Every single combat we get into, which kind of makes sense. But all right,
like the dents on your armor.
I read a thing about piracy, about why pirates were so vicious, and it's not because they really enjoyed hurting people. It's because once you had a reputation, people would just surrender and give you their things, and your ship didn't get fucked up, because that's what costs them all the money, is getting their ship repaired after a big fight.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, 12 cannons blasting at the side of a ship, that's going to be like a third. Every round is going to be like a quarter of another ship's hit points. Yeah, your ship's going to get fucked. In a full-on cannon fight, it's like,
it's why, like, supply chains win wars, right? Like, having more stuff, replacement stuff, food and things and guns and ammo and.
All right, which group do we want to go with first? The ones that are searching the pleasure den, or the ones?
I think we'll go over to the pleasure den for a bit because just in case those people are like, no, I run back to the ship before the storm gets here. I run away. All right, so let's.
Which map is it? The
New Opara.
New Opera. Okay.
Opara.
Oh my god! And you get a gimp mask, and you get a gimp mask. Oh my goodness!
Everybody wears masks in New Opara.
I imagine they do a lot of things in New Opara that they don't do elsewhere.
It's a place where you can truly be yourself
by wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's some irony.
I did say there wasn't any logical fallacies.
So, does anyone see any halflings?
Give me a
Perception
check.
Okay.
Or you could use a diplomacy if you want to mingle around and ask people.
No, Jin is not bothering people while they're having fun.
Molgromere
rolled the natural one.
Yep. That was on a perception.
Jin also rolled a natural one. He's
Molgromere's just staring at boobs.
There are many things happening simultaneously.
Yeah,
it's distracting.
Remember, he was here to study humanoids.
Humanoids are doing strange things. You haven't seen this before.
So he's a bit distracted by the weirdness of other races. Let's see if Black Dog can do better.
No, we don't try to get it over as quickly as possible.
Black Dog is embarrassed at the carnal delights. Let's see if Sebastian can maybe his fish-eyed view of the world. 20.
Hey, nobody is jumping out at you as being a halfling. It's hard to tell. You do see someone who is small, like somebody of size category small.
31 for Gotano.
31 for Gotano? Okay. There is a halfling.
Mine's that a boy right there.
It's sort of the back half of this particular carnal house. You can hear the sounds of revelry. There's some singing. There's musical instruments. There's drinking and all sorts of cohorting. You do see someone who is small. They are heading in this direction.
Hey, guys. Over here. Yeah, there's a guy over there. Guys act like you never seen three people doing the half-orc frog hop before. Come on, let's go.
That's interesting.
I'm a half-orc. I've not seen this.
So it's like martial arts, and each of these poses has a name.
All right.
That's the wheelbarrow.
Okay. Excuse me, gentlemen. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Black Dog and Bandit just walk past, and they're acting like bodyguards.
Oh.
Like they're looking around, also making sure that she doesn't run away. He, she.
hello. I am... Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Flora.
Are you sure that's your real name? Wouldn't be wise to give out your real name in a place like this.
Of course it's my real name.
Then why wear a mask?
Because you're in New Apara, and it's a place where you can truly be yourself. Everyone can use their true name here.
Ah. My name's the murderous Marlin.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Murderless Marlin. She smiles and laughs in a very encouraging way. Like it's, she is charming. She is reacting in a way that is likable to Sebastian. If that makes sense.
Yes. Now that we have our introductions out of the way.
Would you like some powdered jerky or
No, they won't.
snail?
Nope, they're good.
Snail, crab, lobster?
Oh, some snail eggs would be very tasty at this point in time, but we ate before we came up here. Looking at Barnabas a little bit. He swims a little bit closer to her in the bowl. We're looking for some people that came up here, seeking to rendezvous with them to be our true selves.
Is there someone you're looking for in particular?
Yes, there are.
Oro or Corvo? Preta, Passaro, Macau, Gata, Gato, Bobaletta?
Sebastian looks at Molgromere like he'll make a mind link with Molgromere.
Are we asking them where the halfling people are, or are we being roundabout?
Let's go around the hood for a second. What are the rest of the halflings? Molgromere's looking around.
There are a few of us who reside here in New Apara. Unfortunately, none other are working today, but if it is a special request... she's smiling very pleasantly, but she is kind of eyeing all of you up. Right? There's definitely your motives are being sensed.
Oh. Well, as you can understand, a magical creature such as myself enjoys the company of other magic users. We would especially like to meet some people who have magic in their blood. I believe they are called sorcerers.
Many of us are blessed with gifts within our blood here.
Yes, but I'm looking for particular bloodlines. I need to look at many sorcerers to see if there's the right amount. And then we could talk price about how one swims in a bowl full of sorcerer blood. You know, without causing a fuss.
This definitely can be arranged. I will... We should speak with Bobaletta.
Who's Bobaletta?
She, the most beautiful of butterflies.
Is she an actual butterfly? Because we can barely understand the fish sometimes. That's a small mouth.
I understand that there may have been some sorcerer slaves that were brought here.
Oh, we do not partake in things such as slavery here. It is most untowards. You can roll a sense motive.
Yeah, I'll roll a sense motive on that.
I think Jin invested in this too. Yeah.
26.
Jin's got a 20. shitty rolls. It's like Ahmed's not here, so Modron's punishing.
Modron, just everyone's punished. So she doesn't. She is.
Sebastian got a 24. So
her statement about there are no slaves here, we don't do that. She like. It is like an automated response of like. It's not a truly belief thing. This is like the PR card that you're given at work for. Hello, may I take your order?
Well,
Mark, I can't hear you. Mark, you're muted.
Damn it. No, of course you don't. Just like I don't slit people's throats and take their gold.
In Nuapara, that would be most frowned upon.
Would it? Because if it's my true self, don't worry. I wear a mask when I do it a lot.
If it is your true self, then perhaps we should not meet with Bobaletta, but Mr. Gato and Madame Gata.
Fortunately for you, I'm here for business, not for pleasure.
correct. I suggest,
as I blow 4 power points on top of the 3 that it normally takes to cast compelling voice on her.
I suggest that you go and introduce us to all the sorcerer slaves that are here.
Okay. Give me a second. Is this a...
It's a compelling voice. It has an auditory, so there's a chime that happens.
This is that's not the sorry, there's a specific question.
Creature.
Creature good. It's this power.
Mind affecting.
It's sonic, language dependent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's telepathic compulsion, mind affecting, language dependent.
Okay, cool. Language dependent is the part that I need. Okay, so we are being needy. All right, so what's the save DC?
26.
She gets 25. Running around charming bards in the bard place is not super, +4 goes a long way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Of course. I will take you to see sorcerer slaves.
See?
That's what he says to Molgromere.
She's most helpful.
Yes, he's very helpful. Good job.
Okay. You are being led about the place. You're being brought to, I guess, the closest. So you're being led up a set of stairs. Give me a perception check. From the group.
44 from Jin.
Okay.
39 from Molgromere.
Man, we actually started rolling well.
Yeah.
You're currently being followed by a man in a very restrictive mask. His ears stick out rather goofily.
Jin just nods to him.
He nods. He's keeping like 20-foot distance, but is just sort of watching you move through the building. This is Lady Oro and Lady Corvo. They have sorcerer slaves.
Excellent.
Well, that's a little blunt. The Lady Oro, who is in this brilliant gold dress, has a kind of, I'm going to call it a deep voice. she is relatively large. Lady Corvo doesn't speak to you in this interaction. She is quite tall and is like a striking plumage. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Lady Oro.
How long have you been here in this place of New Opara?
Normally one doesn't ask a lady how many moons she's been around. A few. More than some of you have been alive.
And he looks at the other one.
Are you new here?
She shakes her head, no. I hear you're interested in...
Let me perform the ritual!
He squirts around a little bit. He does a prestidigitation, which causes the bowl water to go purple and then blue.
These are not the sorcerers we're looking for!
Understood. Okay. Mark, roll a d4.
Uno, four. Two.
Okay. She begins to lead you. Many apologies. I will take you to find more sorcerer slaves.
No problem. It is a very peculiar thing for a familiar to look for a new master that is just right.
Lady Corvo is like cocking her head to the side, and the big plumage moves off.
I'll roll a bluff check. Sebastian's fucking lying. He's having fun just manipulating humanoids. 36 on the bluff check.
Okay. The Flora is leading you down 2 levels.
Is Gimpy still following us, or?
Yeah, Gimpy's following you. He like stands in an alcove, waits for you to walk by, and then ends up following behind.
Okay, Jin will actually approach Gimpy.
He looks like the kind of guy who likes hugs.
Is there something that we can help you with? He's got his hands clasped in front of him. He's being very polite, trying to not knock things over. And
please continue to enjoy your stay.
You seem to be following us.
Just ensuring the safety of our staff.
Okay. Jin will let him go first.
We'll wait.
Okay, well then him and Jin are gonna be staring down.
Have you ever been attacked by a monk in assless chaps? Because you're about to be.
Okay. Does this please you?
Is that what he asked?
Yeah.
It is irrelevant. I'm ensuring the safety of my captain.
Does ensuring the safety of your captain please you?
I suppose in some strange way it does.
Then allowing you to find pleasure brings me pleasure.
You're a very curious and subservient thing.
Okay, there's like awkwardly direct eye contact.
May I tell you about a monitor?
Would that please you?
Yes.
Oh my god, this place is perfect for clerics. Like, it would please me to tell you of my god. Oh, great.
He's starting to get a very Nagaji-oriented Jinshu full of metaphor description of the god, the lawful neutral god of the sun.
Okay, you are being the rest of the party. He stands there diligently and is listening to what is being presented to him.
Okay.
Um, the party is led by Flora down into a lower level. There is a room that has a distinctly strong smell of incense and leather. It has an assortment of whippy, spiky, spanky things on the walls.
Flogging materials.
Flogging materials. And there are two well-built man and woman in masks and opulent purple clothing, as well as other people in masks and leather suits.
Greetings, sorcerers!
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Is there anything that I can get you?
Information will be fine. Have you been working here long? Or did you just arrive?
We've been here for some time. You do look scrumptious.
Well, I am not for eating. My species of goldfish is highly poisonous to humans.
There's a very long, intricately painted fingernail that's going into the top of the water bowl and kind of swirling around.
Yeah, Diva being a bit protective of the goldfish in the goldfish bowl, like the maneuvers the legs back.
Okay, cat lady, it's enough. We get it. You're a cat. You like fish.
I do like fish.
What about you over there, Catman? How long have you been here?
My family has worked in Opara for the last 8 years.
Let me perform the ritual.
There's also some, like, minor illusions and shit going on. This time there's a bunch of, like, cat fur. Goldfish chasing little cats. Goldfish chasing catfish.
Would you like to relax? He's actually looking at like Black Dog and Banta, or let off steam.
Black Dog just gives him that patented Black Dog look, like he's not amused. If you push any further, you're probably gonna get smacked.
Would that bring you pleasure?
Flora, these are not the sorcerers we are looking for. Unfortunately, they would not make good masters to one such as me.
Oh,
Also, I would like to get eaten.
we would never eat you, dearie. But you do look so scrumptious. And like she steps forward again as the bowl's going backwards.
No.
Ooh. She makes a remark about Banta also looking scrumptious and suggesting that he stay and enjoy himself.
No, see, now you went too far. We all know that's a lie. He's been baked in the sun for years. He is a sun-dried tomato of a man. You would not believe his actual age. I bet you my next treasure haul, you cannot guess how old that man is. Go ahead, try. If you get it within 5, I'll give you 500 gold pieces.
I know how old he is.
I'm not asking you. I know you know how old he is. I'm asking Puss in Boots here if they know.
Okay. I will take you up on this bet.
All right.
Okay.
It's like the picture of a 50-year-old.
He is a human.
Uh-huh.
He has not been mixed with other races.
I mean, I don't think so.
And he does not appear to be inherently magical, although I do like his gorilla mask. It is fetching. He's the only one that came with a mask already, ready to go. Okay, he is going to guess 1d20 plus 20 years old. Natural one, 21.
You look at him, and you go 21?
His face is covered.
That piece of leather is 21.
He deserves some
I've
relaxation.
seen battles with smoother skin than that. And you're wrong, I'm pretty sure.
I do believe that you owe him money.
Hang on. I don't think I am wrong.
No, he's 32.
Yeah.
He's wrong. He guessed too young.
That's what happens when you go to the wrong extreme. Nuh-uh, I'm sorry. He is 32. 32 leathery years. He's 7 in cactus years.
What would bring you pleasure for me failing to correctly guess your friend's age and win the bet?
Well, you can tell me where the new sorcerers are. You know, the new one.
Yes, I must find a new master.
Okay. Master Gato is motioning Gotano across the room. Flora is like off to follow to the next sorcerer. Take me to all the sorcerers. All the sorcerer slaves. So far she's been bringing you to like every magical person she can find.
Do you know what a sorcerer is? Are we sure about this?
Of course, sorcerers are those with inherently magical blood. They exhibit the aspects of other races. This way. Gotano, you're being waved over. Are you separating from the group, or are you...
No, because he's going to end up tied somewhere with something stuffed in his mouth and potentially something stuffed somewhere else. So no.
Okay.
I'm good, Catman. You enjoy your day. Enjoy your
Okay, a firm clawed hand grasps your shoulder.
Okay.
Pulls you close.
But no, we're not being pulled close. No. No, he will. Oh, yeah. Boom! He snaps back to his fox form. Yipping away at him. They won't act like cats. He can act like a fox.
Steer clear of Akai.
What's an Akai?
A great mother.
So old. Like Panda. Okay.
He's making a weird gesture around his masked face.
Yeah, okay. It's a mask thing. I got you. All right, boss. So, gotta steer clear of Akai. And if Akai is like some kind of badass, maybe that's the guy who's buying all the sorcerers.
At this point, Master Gato is picking up a whippy thing and using a whippy thing, and there's noises happening on the other side of the room. It is loud and distracting.
Cat of nine tails is kind of on the nose, isn't it?
Always a pleasure to meet a true kitsune.
Jealous.
1 second. She. Would you be interested in meeting a Nogitsune?
A what?
Do you have knowledge planes?
I actually do not know.
Do you have anything that would make you know about your species?
I have a mama who talked about grandma and grandpa and my aunts and uncles.
Give me a if anything, like perform checks or
I do.
or comedy or oratory.
I have perform oratory.
Perfect. Give me a perform oratory check. This is to remember the stories that you were told as a kid.
19.
19. Nogitsunes are like, there's this. Your mom always taught you to be wary of like.
Of the no good Nogitsunis?
Well, it's the no good Nogitsunis. It's the. If the girl Kitsune really likes you, and it doesn't seem like she really like it's if she's really pretty and she really likes you, it's probably a Nogitsune.
I always thought that's just because I was kind of ugly, but okay.
And they're gonna steal your body.
Oh,
they are. You just know that there's like. It's like the Wendigo or the Boogeyman or Baba Yaga, but for Kitsune.
Sebastian's knowledge planes is 45.
Okay. No Kitsunes are basically like shape-changing seductress demons that specifically prey upon Kitsunes.
Are they like when you say demon, you mean chaotic evil?
What they are, they would be typically they're actually a type of oni.
Okay.
So it's not actually a demon. They would be native outsiders. The native outsider shape changers, that steal the bodies of kitsunes. They are normally like assassins, and they are temptresses.
Saying such a dangerous creature is here.
There are many delights here. They are a challenge for many kitsune males enjoy challenges.
Sebastian makes mental contact with Gotano. You have to accept.
Sure.
Yes, let's avoid the no Kitsune.
No good Kitsune? What are they?
No gi ni.
No Kitsune? They are, well, they make a specialty of taking over the bodies of, well, your race.
And who wouldn't want to take over this fine temple? He's rubbing his hands over his pot belly.
Well, if you're not concerned about it, we'd be concerned about the demon thing that would go inside you. It's not actually a demon, it's more of an Oni. And then he starts prattling on about the difference.
I heard the story. I know.
Yes.
What Sebastian also knows is that they are very hard to kill. They regenerate. They can change shape. They can move through shadows. Pretty much are ninjas.
What stops their regen?
Fire or fire acid, like a troll.
Good thing that their regeneration is very similar to that of trolls. Fire and acid, which I hope that you're capable of creating, even in small amounts, while, Banter beats the crap out of one, while Black Dog chops. You still need to stop the regeneration.
Yeah, I know how to take care of a troll.
They are extremely suggestive, or they can bend the will of many beings to their urges, and they're particularly effective against kitsunes.
Does it matter whether they're male or female, or is it anybody?
It is, well, it would be more effective against males, would be the general statement.
Right.
We thank you for your warning, cat lady.
And they know what you're thinking.
Ah. All right, one of those. Don't even talk to it. Kick in the door. Start blasting.
Right. Yeah, Sebastian's just giving you like a fucking TED talk on Oni right now.
Okay. Flora is now leading you up.
A COD talk, if you will.
This week on COD Talk, Beer Banner.
Yay or nay?
Good coding or great coding? All right. Flora is now leading you upstairs to where there is a large, there's a pool with a fountain. There's a glorious winged woman atop the fountain. She has one brilliant purple wing and another brilliant turquoise wing.
This girl or this one?
It's this girl. Okay. There's a weird looking man in a crow suit that is like oogling from the side.
And Jin's still proselytizing too. Marco,
How much you
Macaco.
How much you want to bet Bird Guy like poops on people from above?
Because it gives him pleasure.
Boboletta is currently singing. It is a glorious song. Her perform check. It's only 35. You are inspired while listening to her performance.
Black Dog stops and watches. Like he's fine with singing.
Okay.
He's less awkward about the singing.
Singing is way better. So, from Black Dog's point of view, the further up you go the building, the less degenerate the activities are. Up here, people are drinking tea or spirits in tasteful amounts with, like, art and culture around them.
Yep.
Down towards the bottom, it was mayhem.
And we were only able to figure that out by wandering around.
Okay. She's maintaining her song. Gotano or Molgromere, Black Dog. Black Dog. You seem to appreciate culture. You have somebody speaking in a very pleasing voice in your mind.
He's looking around like he's not sure. Like he thought someone was behind him.
No. I am giving you my fullest concentration. She's continuing to sing.
He bows. He probably blushes a little bit if anyone notices. Like it's kind of awkward around that sort of attention. I don't know much about singing. He actually stupidly says it out loud at the same time he's saying it in his mind. Come on, it's int 10, wisdom 10.
Int 10, wisdom 10. His lips move when he reads.
And what he thinks and probably is broadcasting is like when others were writing, he was fighting.
I don't know much about singing either, but I'm pretty sure that's good.
There are... Everyone is an artist in their own way. If you make your art through violence, then so be it. But no, the greatest warriors typically also make the greatest poet.
Go on, give it the poem, big guy.
Rose makes the poems.
Yeah, Rose is actually a bit of poking.
Singing is simply poems put to tune.
Then the battlefield will be my canvas. And the blood of my enemies, the paint.
But that's not a poem. And then Gotano shuts up and walks and steps back.
May you find your muse. May she bring you greatness. You have a knack for words and violence.
He's a bit sheepish because he plucked that saying from something that Rose was saying. Like he kind of stole it.
He cribbed it.
Yeah. He liked it, so he memorized.
He memorized it. It's write a poem, know a poem, recite a poem.
Yeah,
Close enough.
He understands this.
Okay. She continues to perform. Molgromere, Sebastian, whomever.
That's a very nice singer. Has she been here very long?
This is what he's asking Flora.
Has she been singing here very long?
Give me 1 second. Need to see how fast these things age. What is Black Dog's alignment?
Lawful neutral.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. The voice in your head is mischievous and pleasing. Do you allow it to resonate?
Like he talks to it, but I don't think he's trying to let his guard down.
Okay. Give me a saving throw.
A will save?
Yep.
Fear? Or no?
Nope, not fear.
Okay. 19.
Okay.
We'll test her blood for sorcery when you cut her in half.
So you got really, really into the zone. For a little bit, you didn't you could only hear her. There was this period of time where it was just it was you and her and the singing and the voice and the whole world just melted away. Give me a charisma check.
This you can do. Not intimidate?
It's not intimidate.
Okay. I don't think he has a circlet or anything. Just checking. No, not yet. 21.
21. You have a boon called the Black Blutter. We'll switch the name. Borboletta's Primal Aura. For 1 round, triggered as a free action, you can basically enclose your personage in a silence spell and only hear her voice.
Silence for 1 round.
Yeah, it's effectively, it's almost like deafness for 1 round. Like you it would also protect you from sonic spells and sonic attacks.
Okay.
During this period, you would hear her singing. So basically, you could recall the song. Okay. She has been here for 36 years. So the way Flora answers this is she's been here since before I was born.
Are you made to stay here? Is what Black Dog asks.
We all have our burdens to bear.
Do you wish freedom? "36 years. Is she some kind of old lady, or is she like an elf, or?"
Give me a knowledge planes or knowledge nature.
No.
Are you saying this out loud, or are you just in your head?
I think Black Dog's in a trance, and he's not very. There's no ranks of spellcraft, so he's saying all this shit out loud.
So he's just saying all this shit out loud. Do you want out of here? Okay. What are you? Was it what are you? So she's not an old lady.
Yep.
She is young and graceful and beautiful. You are.
So Black Dog's now thinking, because he doesn't have the skills, okay, 36 years means she was a child. So he's asking.
It should be FP since she was a baby if she's a human.
Yeah. So, do you want freedom?
Are you offering or inquiring?
Shakes his head a bit.
What are you talking about? What are you doing right now? What is this line of questions?
Molgromere?
Yeah, that is not...
Molgromere's mouth is moving, and like halfway through the sentence, you hear the words. The first few words you didn't even hear.
Sorcery. He quietly talks to Molgromere. That woman has been here for 36 years against her will.
Okay, well, you know what? We don't want to join her, so we're going to move on because she's not who we're looking for. It is very sad for her, and we will shed many tears when we're back on our fucking ship, okay?
Okay. I know of more. Is this the sorceress you're looking for? Says Flora.
Let me check with the ritual.
Give me a knowledge planes for Sebastian.
Sure. Planes. 36.
This is some form of azata that you're not certain, but you're certain it's an azata. There seems to be like nothing is touching it. Do you think touching the azata would be bad for things who breathe?
Things who breathe?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
He will make mental contact to Black Dog and to Molgromere.
I wouldn't touch the azata that is standing before you. It's an outsider, some kind of angel. Touching it might arrest your breathing.
See, it's another fucking angel. Nothing but fucking trouble, these angels.
Sebastian's gonna look. Is there anything on her or around her that suggests that she's bound?
She's like the butterfly mask that is sort of embedded in her face does not seem to look like it would come off very easily.
Oh, Black Dog will get it off.
You would also guess that she would be she's actually probably bigger than this in her natural state.
You realize that this is some sort of outsider. This is not a human, Black Dog.
This is in the middle.
She is likely bound here by powerful magic.
Mostly azata would be more in alignment with the dolphin people than with your activities.
Yeah.
Fuck, fam.
Do you have a praise or any sort of performance type skills?
Is a circlet. He does not have any perform. He is the comedy.
I'm hilarious.
23 at the praise.
23 on the appraise. Hey, Mark, what is Gotano's charisma?
Thanos' charisma is 24.
Okay. Her charisma makes Gotano look like Banta.
Wow.
If she were to cast spells at you, they would have very high DC.
Let me put this simple. If we were to do a jailbird break for this bird, this would require research and powerful magic. This is not simply a snatch and grab. And a runaway. There are magical chains here that you cannot see. And then we would have to contend with whoever cast those magical chains that you cannot see.
I see what this place is. It looks like a house of pleasure, but it is not. It's a collection that they like to show off.
Yes, there's an Oni here, an Oni shape changer. There's also an Azata lady who could sing. That does not stick out in any way, shape, or form to, show them how amazing we are, lest we become part of the collection.
Actually, yes, that's a good point. It's a very good point. Gotano immediately turns back to his ugly, ugly face as soon as I can get it to go.
Oh, like talking goldfish special.
Well, yes, I'm a dumb goldfish. I'm just a stupid familiar.
Black Dog. I done pooped my pants again.
He casts vacuous vessel, and it's just not just an empty bowl. It only lasts for a few rounds, but.
Okay. This glorious song continues.
Unfortunately, no, this is not the sorcerer. In fact, I do not believe this is a sorcerer. Are you not being helpful?
I've seen her cast spells without a book. She must be a sorcerer.
Okay, she does not know what a sorcerer is.
She is taking her best guess.
Okay. This is not the one. New people. Like in the last, month?
Yeah, we've been tracking the boat for the 4 days, basically 4 or 5 days we took to get here.
Yeah.
And we know the boat's been here, so at least they've been here for at least 5 days, 6 to probably get arrangements, so it's like at least a week.
Okay. The weird feathered man, the man with a very feathery mask, is standing awkwardly close to Black Dog. He seems to be smelling you.
What do you want?
It's my girl. She's giving you